Good morning. So today I want to talk about all the lines of your business. So, if you think about it, there is upline, downline, online, offline, inline, out of line. There's so many lines within your business. So let's talk about them. So, online and offline. We are mainly an online business. However, that doesn't mean that you can't take it offline. We are a party business, and parties drive our business. So if you are not running parties, whether they are online or offline, your business isn't moving forward, okay? Now, you may be finding some other way to bring in mega sales, and that's okay, just as long as somehow you are expanding your network. But for the majority of us, that's going to be through parties. And if the online isn't working for you, why are you not taking it offline? This business that we're in, being a party business, was mostly an offline, an in-home type party business. And let me tell you, when you do take your business offline and get these products out in front of people and really work to get them in front of people, you make mega sales offline. I'm telling you, mega sales offline. So offline versus online. Online, you can do mega sales too, but it takes some work, but you get to do it from your home, you get to do it from your phone. But running parties, you got to run more parties, but the great thing is you can run them at one time, and you can bring in sales. But online, you can expand your network very, very quickly. So when you're running these online parties, it's easier for you to get outside of your current location. You can go into other cities, you can go into other states, you can go across, you can go into other countries now. And so you can expand your network very, very quickly online. That's the great thing about online. To me, to be honest with you, I work them both. I work offline and I work online in a combination of both. The great thing about the online is I can do it from my home, from my phone, and I can, daily work my business doing a couple different things like sending out friend requests and, working these online parties. And that's the way you can quickly expand on Facebook. You can even use a business page, and you can boost posts to certain areas, to different states. You can, get some contacts that way. And a lot of your stuff can be posting pictures, posting videos. So that is great about the online. Now, offline, you may not be able to, you'll expand your network just as quickly, but you may not be able to get outside of your current location. But here's the kicker, okay? If you want to get some contacts online, you can do that by going offline. So if you do, let's say you do an in-home party for a friend and she invites 5 of her friends, if you can get these products on them, whether you're doing, now we are in the makeup and skincare business, so for us, if you can either do like a spa party or some type of skincare party, maybe focus just on the skincare. Let's say you're a new presenter and you don't have all of the products, invest in certain ones and host certain parties that will focus on some of those products. You're getting these contacts, or you can do, a base face party, learn how to get a flawless face, host like a class and have them invite people, do fun games and things like that to get people's excitement. Maybe you do these once a month and you're consistent with them and people know that, and your class will grow every single week. It'll grow bigger and bigger, and you'll get more people that come to it because it's a class on how to get a flawless face, or how to get the perfect red lips, or how to get perfect lashes, or to get your right colors, or the skincare party. So by being offline and meeting these people and meeting new people, you then have the opportunity to friend request them. And if you're great and you offer them impeccable customer service, they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to see your videos online. They're going to start sharing your videos. This is the girls' class I've been going to once a month, or this girl's awesome. They're going to start sharing. They're going to start paying attention to you because they know you, and it's building relationships. So that offline can get you those online contacts and be able to expand. Or think about it this way: you took it offline with this group of 5 women who now have tried some of these products, and you can say, you know, well, why don't we host an online party for you? If you can't do an in-home party, why don't we do it online? And I can do videos and pictures and things like that, come on live video, and you've tried the product so you can talk to your friends about it, and we'll do it online. Okay, so now you've just turned that one offline party of 5 people, maybe you can get 5 online parties from that, or 4 online parties and 1 more in-home party, and expand in both directions, you know? So I will say that my in-home parties bring in a ton of sales. You know, you'll be there for a couple hours getting the products on them and playing around with them, but your sales are big. I would say from everybody that I come in contact with that I can get some products on, their average spending is $80 to $130 per person. So it just kind of depends on where they're at. And then you've got that online contact too. So offline versus online, it's you know, it's up to you which route you want to go, but if one's not working, you need to try the other one or use them in combination to build your business. It doesn't matter how you do it, just as long as your business is building and you're getting the sales that you want. So let's talk about upline and downline. So upline is obviously the person that sponsored you and then everybody above her. So your upline has amazing trainings. There is tons of trainings. You really have so much at your fingertips between YouTube and Google and your team pages and trainings, and you just have to go and look for it. So what I want to say about upline is, you know, they're there to help you, but they are not there to run your business for you. You have to take the initiative and go out and find the information, and you have to take the initiative. Now, more than likely, your upline has more than just you, but they love you and they want to help you build your business. But you have to be willing to show that you want to build your business, and so you have to be reaching out to your sponsor just as much as she's reaching out to you, and you know, and ask questions and ask for help, and you know. But when you're doing that, you got to make sure that you're trying the stuff and you're paying attention to what trainings they're putting out there, because otherwise, you know, you have to take on that initiative yourself. You really do. So let's talk about downline. Downline is everybody that is signed underneath of you, and you can find this on our personal websites in under my company, and it is anybody that you sign personally, and they sign and they sign and they sign, and everybody that you can see on that back office. That is your entire downline. So once you sponsor somebody, once you start a downline, that's up to you. You are now the upline, and you are now not necessarily in charge of them, but it's your job, your business, to help them get their business started, help them focusing on the online, the offline, the upline, the downline, and working their business, running these parties. It's up to you to get them trained, get them started off on the right foot, get them in the right direction with their business, and you know, that's how you have a thriving business. You've got to have a downline in this business. Now, I will say the reason I talked about online and offline first is because you make the most amount of money off your own personal sales. Okay, you get paid 20% when you first start. You bump up pretty quickly after $1,000 in sales to 25%, and then if you're green status and above, you get 30% off of your own personal sales. That is huge. You get a big chunk of your money from the sales that you do, so make sure you. But it's up to you to take care of your downline and get them going. It's up to you when you personally sponsor somebody and then they personally sponsor somebody. It's up to you to reach out to your personally sponsored and say, hey, here's what we need to do to get your first person going. And you train them on their first couple people that they enroll on what to do, where to look, business practices to focus on, you know, the 501, the 503, you know, signing people, where all the information is, where they can find it, how to host an online party. All of that is now up to you. And if you are not willing to work with your downline, if you're not willing to teach them, you will not have a thriving business, because you're going to have people that you've personally enrolled, but they may not go out and find what to do. They may not go out and sell without any guidance or anything like that. So why sponsor somebody if you're not going to help them do that? Because it's worthless. It's just another person on the presenter's list that that you didn't help, and it's not going to get you anywhere to your next status. And so that downline helps you reach your statuses when they are reaching their statuses. So if you're teaching them how to go online and offline and reaching out for their goals and what goals they need to be focusing on, then that's going to help your business be a thriving business. It is not your upline's job, who's posting in team pages and sharing information, to reach out to every single person on the downline and her be the leader. When you sponsor someone, if you want a thriving business, you have to be the one that steps up and starts training them and staying in touch with them and making sure they're hitting their 501 every single month if that's what they want to be doing with the business. And so it's up to you to have your downline start a thriving business so that your business can be a thriving business also. So now, talking about all of these things together, upline, downline, offline, online, let's talk about Pink Status here for a second, because Pink Status, they just announced yesterday for the month of February, there's going to be a Pink Status bonus, and we'll find out all the information on that too. So on top of what you already get for Pink Status, plus your commissions, now there's another bonus for hitting Pink Status. Let me tell you, if you take your business for this last half of the month and you work it online and offline and you start scheduling and filling that calendar, you can hit Pink Status on your own pretty much. As long as you personally enroll somebody who reaches $125 in sales. That is 5 mascaras. 5 mascaras in 2 weeks. That is definitely doable. So, you can pretty much do Pink Status on your own, but you've got to get somebody enrolled, somebody in that downline, okay? All right, so let's talk about sidelines a little bit. Upline, downline, sideline, that is somebody who is not on your team, but maybe they're on the team as a whole, or they're another person in the business. Maybe they started the same time as you, but you work a full-time job and they work from home. And they have more hours to put in this business. So sidelines is where we don't want to look, because we don't want to compare ourselves to anybody else in this business. This is your business, and it's up to you how many hours you want to work this business. If you want to run online parties and work every single night doing the postings and, but this other person schedules 5 in-home parties. Let's say you do 5 online parties and, you do 1 per night, or however you want to do it, and you only reach $200 in sales. But this person schedules 1 in-home party a night for 5 nights, and she does $500 in sales every single night, because that just seems the better way to do it. But it takes a lot. But you just need to up your online parties. I'm not saying online parties don't work, but you just have to figure out how to work your business to where you're getting what you want out of this business and making the sales that you want. The quickest way to increase your paychecks in this business is to make more sales. That's the quickest way. Make more sales yourself. What you do in this business makes the most amount of difference in your business. If you have people underneath of you that are not pushing for their promotions, they're not really into it like you go out and find the ones that are. You are there for them, but they don't want it like you do. You go out and find the people that do, and you lock arms with them and you carry them to the top with you. So, you just have to always be looking at your downline, okay? But sidelines, we want to ignore them, because you got to put on your blinders and you got to get to where you're going on your time. You will get there. It's not a race to the top. It's, and you don't necessarily have to get all the way to the top to have the biggest paychecks. You really don't, because you can sell a whole lot in this business. So there are some green and orange statuses that make more than some of the black statuses. It all just depends on where they're working their business. You know what I mean? So, okay. So, online, offline, downline, upline, sidelines, out of line, in line. So, this is just kind of, being in line. Out of line, I'd say in line and out of line. So, if you're talking about uplines and downlines, let's say you have a sponsor who's not really in it. Okay, they're not really working their business, but you want to. You want to be working your business and you want to go to the top. But you maybe say, well, my upline isn't really in it, so I really don't have any help. You are in charge of your own business. You really are. And so one thing that I do want you to know is that it doesn't matter what your sponsor does. If you want to grow your business, you've got to go out, number one, and find out how to do it. It's not, my upline wasn't any good, so I'm not successful in my business, or they're not in it, so I guess it's not possible to be successful in this business. But it absolutely is, but you're going to have to take the initiative and reach out to some more uplines or sidelines, or find out any information that you can so that you can have a successful business and you can learn all that you can. So being out of line, if they're not working their business and you're working your business, they're not going to get paid on what you do because they're not putting in the work. They have to meet certain requirements for their level. And I think that's one of the best things about this business, and then I'm going to end on this, is that you can't carry your upline to the top. They've got to be working too. So never think, I don't want to do this because it's going to make my upline more successful and they're not doing anything. Okay? This is where I'm talking about you worry about your own business and you worry about your own downline and you take control of it, because if they're not reaching their 500 and they're not reaching, signing people and growing their circle, and you're growing faster than them, you're going to surpass them and you're going to get out of line, and you're going to get the attention of your upline, and they're going to be like, okay, this girl's on fire. She wants it. They're going to reach out to you and they're going to find you. Trust me, they're looking at their back office and they're organizing the numbers and they're seeing it, and they're going to be like, okay, this girl is on fire. This is who I'm going to work with. And you're going to attract the people that want to run, and they're going to lock arms and run with you, even if they don't know you when you first sign up. But it's up to you to take that first initiative. So, okay. So all the lines of your business, online and offline, you've got to work them both, I think. And, find how to be successful at one of them and find what works for your schedule. And then just, combining all those lines of your business to make a truly successful business. So happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a great one, and I wish you much success for your business. And if you are on my team and my downline and you don't have anybody to reach out to, you have a team page. You have so much information at your fingertips, and I know that everybody does in this business because there's YouTube and there's Google and there is tons of information out there. So hope you all have a fantastic day, and if you need me, you can message me.